My work in the world I see today is to kind of reclaim our cultural imaginations. And over the years of my journey, the last 25 years, I came to see that schooling, which has been propped up by the development establishment all over the world by all kinds of great people, to be a great panacea for the world, I started to believe and feel that this might be one of the greatest crimes against humanity. When we look today, the way we look at slavery, with the horror and disgust and disbelief, 20 years from now, we will be looking at this factory schooling system and saying, how could we have done this to innocent children? There's a... There's a very famous saying, I don't know if you've heard it, the white man who brought the pencil also brought the eraser. So in the name of literacy, we have erased the literacy of the land. In the name of literacy, we have erased the literacy of community. In the name of literacy, we've erased the literacy of the spirit world. In the name of literacy, we've erased the literacy of our local languages. There's a place in India called Kota. It's in the state I live in. It was first started as the coaching capital. So there's a whole business of coaching and preparing for entrance examinations. So roughly 1 million kids a year pay lots of money to prepare for entrance exams for 11,000 seats, 1 million people. And you can imagine the kind of depression, anxiety. I met one boy recently, his name was Arjun. I was walking on the bank of our lake, and he came up and he said he had heard of me. And I was talking to him, and he said he has not gone home for the last 3 years because he was in Kota, and he failed the medical school exam. And he said, I cannot show my face to my family. My entire village, my parents sold their land for me to go to this place. And he said, how? I'm a failure. So it was heartbreaking. As a localization movement, we need to reimagine education. 10 years ago, my daughter has been unschooled. She's 16 now. My mother is a doctor. She was asking me pressurizing me to start putting her through all this exams and everything. How's she going to go to university? So I decided not to send her to school, but to create my own university, which we created 10 years ago with friends, called Swaraj University. And very strong focus of that is unlearning much of the damage that school has done to us. Second focus of that is on community living. How do we live together? And the third is a focus on what I call our grandmother's university, grandmother's wisdom and knowledge. How do we reconnect to that? And recently, 3 years ago, we started to create a global alliance called the Ecoversities Alliance. It's right now 100 alternative universities all over the world. One thing we talk about, it's in 40 countries, and these are all kinds of ecoversities. There's forest ecoversities, there's eco-village ecoversities, there's transition town ecoversities, there's real village ecoversities, there's favela ecoversities, there's cafe ecoversities. So we're starting to redefine what it is, and we would like to challenge what is the university, who decides the knowledge that is to be learned for the well-being of human life, of life on the planet. The way that we think is part of the crisis. So we cannot continue with this linear, fragmented, separated, disconnected, short-term, monoculture thinking. This will take us deeper and deeper into the crisis, is what my previous friends have been talking about. And so we need to open up new ways of knowing that come from the wisdom of the land, the wisdom of place, the wisdom of the body, the wisdom of our relationships, the intelligence of love, and the wisdom of our ancestors and future generations.